Hi, I'm Kephera. I'm an artist. I live in the Bronx. I was actually born in Jamaica, West Indies, but I moved to the Bronx with my family when I was 12. And I've been living here that whole time, except for my brief stint of living in Syracuse where I went to college. But I've been here pretty much my whole life. I live in the Wakefield area of the Bronx, and I live and work at home as an artist.
What do you like of the Bronx?
I actually enjoy like the fact that living the part of the Bronx that I live in still contains like the roots and culture from where I'm from, because there's a lot of Jamaican people in the area that I live in. So that's, I'm surrounded by my roots and culture still in the Bronx. And I kind of like the idea that that same roots and culture, like going back decades, has spawned so many artistically live things in the Bronx. Because rap, for instance, came out of dub DJs from the Bronx in the late 70s and stuff like that. So I like the idea that it brings a unique part of Black culture to New York City. So I enjoy living here in the Bronx.
Have you been always making art, or how did you decide to do art?
I was always a creative person. Like from when I was small, I'd always liked to like create scenes and do that kind of thing. And eventually, when in high school, I started dabbling in like drawing and stuff like that. But when I went to college, I wasn't so much into art as I was, because I went to college for fashion design. So, but that also incorporated art because I got to do fashion drawing and stuff like that. And out of that, my love for art and bright colors in art was born out of me creating my fashion design drawings, my fashion drawings. So from there, like I just was doing dual fashion design and art, and I still do that now.
What do you think that art brings to your life?
It brings a sense of peace almost, because I can get lost in sitting down and working, and you forget to eat, and you, sometimes like you could get really immersed in it, and it gives me like a peace of mind when there's stresses in life, so it allows me to bring out a part of me to share with people outside of myself. So that's what art does for me. It's like a peaceful place to be, it's where I could show people who I am without saying a word. So
what do you think that diversity brings, or what does diversity mean to you, and what do you think that brings?
What it brings to art?
No, to the people.
Like what I think diversity brings to the people. Well, and since we're talking about the Bronx, I feel like you get to know a lot about what, like, well, not in-depth knowledge unless you seek it, but you get to learn about other people's culture, and you taste their food, and it's like an exchange and appreciation. Like, you're from Spain. There's a lot I can learn from you about Spain. Like if you lived in the Bronx, then you're a part of the tapestry now. So that adds to the tapestry. Like wherever you come from, you're bringing a part of yourself and sewing it into the tapestry of the Bronx, and it tells like a really big story, because it's not one particular place you're getting your story from. It's from everywhere. So, like, the melting pot, as they call it. So it brings a lot, like for personal growth and stuff like that.
What difficulties, if you had, or you think you had, for being a woman in life?
I don't know if I can say fairly that I experienced much difficulty because of being a woman. Because, like, my mind wasn't ever set on, like, oh, you're a girl, so you have to do this, you know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to do it, I put my hand to it and tried it. If I loved it, I continued doing it, whether it's boy, so I didn't really experience anything to say, okay, you're a girl, so you can't stay out. You know what I mean? I've never experienced that. So I can't truthfully speak to say I had a difficulty. I've seen it, but not personal experience with it to say, because I never really pay attention to that kind of designation anyway. Like, oh, you do this because you're a girl, or you do that, or you can't do this because you're a woman, or, stuff like that. So I attack everything with the fervor of, like, can I do it? I can do it. I do it. So I can't say that I have anything like that.
What advice would you give to other women, especially to the new generations coming?
I would definitely say don't let other people dictate your life for you, because if you allow that to happen, you could definitely end up in a place that your heart doesn't want you to be in, and you could be miserable. So I would say take advice, sage advice, take it to heart, apply it to your life, but don't let that be the heart and soul that dictates who you are. Like, you build and learn from the people around you, but make it you, So that's the advice I would give. Like, be true to yourself in the way that you don't let other people unjustly or unduly put you on a path that you don't want to be on. You know what I mean? You people can advise you and say, okay, this is what my experience, and you take it to heart and you apply it to yourself, and then you go forth and contribute your best to the world. So that's what I would say. Don't let other people dictate your life for you. So that's